What's going on, my exotic family? It's your boy Trey. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about red-tailed boas and why they make such great pets, so stay tuned. Alright everybody, so welcome back to the video. Like I said, we're going to be talking red-tailed boas today and why they make such great pets. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Well, actually, before that, we are going to go ahead and give you guys a slight little update on my girl here. This is Nakia. For those of you that don't know or are new to my channel, this is Nakia, my red-tailed boa. I got her earlier this year, so she may have just hit maybe about a year old, and you can see she's not big at all, but she's definitely gained some size. She's doing very, very well, and she just looks amazingly great. So again, this is my Pokegron Suriname red-tail boa, Nakia. She's going to be joining us for today's video since we are talking about red-tail boas. And what would today's video be if I didn't bring out my red-tail boas? So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. And the reason I feel like they make such great pets is going to be one of the most obvious things here, and that's going to be the bright red tail, where they get their name, red-tail boa. And they are just gorgeous snakes. Again, you can just see like even the patterning within the red tail is just very, very pretty. I feel like there's some of the prettiest snakes that you can get. And again, that's my opinion. Everyone's going to feel a different way than I would. I have 12 snakes, so I feel like all of my snakes are very beautiful in their own unique way. But that patterning, that bright red, it just looks really pretty. Versus a common boa, you're not going to get that. It's going to be more of like a maroon or a tan or something like that. Which again, they're still beautiful snakes, but focusing on red-tailed boas, this right here, just that beautiful red, and it fades from, you know, the tan with the speckling and the brown over to that beautiful bright red tail. And from what I've seen or noticed, depending on what locality you get, the red is either going to be super bright or super dark. And like I said, she's a Suriname. A few of the localities are going to be, there's Peruvian and there's Guyana. There's a couple other ones. Those are the only two that come to mind. But again, depending on the locality, the red looks different, and they are all very beautiful snakes. I've also seen where these guys are actually mixed with boa imperators. So they'll take a common boa and breed them with a red-tailed boa, and they'll kind of get like a common boa with a bright red tail, or it'll meet somewhere in the middle, and they're pretty dope snakes. I love these guys just the way that they are, so I'm definitely gonna not be breeding her with any common boa of sorts. But again, they definitely do look just as beautiful. But can't beat a pure red tail. Alrighty, so the next thing for me personally, which some of you may agree with me, it's more so boas in general. Personality wise, these guys are really just very, very curious animals, and they seem to, I'm not going to say they like interacting, but they seem to not mind interaction with people, because literally you get them out and they just kind of climb everywhere. They're exploring. They're very inquisitive, intelligent animals, and that is definitely something that I like about them. When I walk into my reptile room and I see my animals, my active animals that are out and they're climbing and they're just kind of acting naturally as they would in the wild, that is definitely, it's dope. It's something dope that you'd like to see, because that lets you know that you're doing things right. So that's definitely something that I look for when I put my enclosures together. And this girl here, I tell you, loves to climb, as most boas do. So when looking into getting boa constrictors, not all boa constrictors, I know there are ground boas out there, but red-tail boas, looking into getting into these snakes, you definitely want to make sure you give them some type of height so they have that enrichment, but they can also climb and go up and down as they please and just move around, because like I said, they love to explore. Unlike some of your snakes, these guys aren't just gonna like burrow and sit there for days and hide. They may go up and burrow at night or cruise around. These guys are all over the place and they will utilize their entire enclosure. Alrighty, so another reason why I love these snakes, again, just like my other boas, their feeding response is immaculate. It's crazy. When I tell you boas are probably some of the most food-driven animals that I've ever worked with, I'm not kidding. I mean, literally, you wouldn't think an animal that small and that cute would literally be so determined to eat, but when they're hungry, they are hungry. So that's why I like them, because having so many snakes, my boas, I know I'll never have to worry about them missing a meal because they're always ready to eat. Even when it's not their time to eat, they're ready to eat. A lot of my pythons do pretty good as well, but sometimes they act a little iffy. And we all know about the ever so famous ball pythons, who are known for their feeding strikes. Again, that may not be necessarily a bad thing if you're into breeding and you're going through that whole process of getting them prepped to breed and everything. And that's no shade to ball pythons, as you guys know. I have one. They're great snakes. However, if you are someone like myself and is not into breeding and you're feeding your snakes, sometimes it can be a hassle to get the snakes to eat. And with these guys, not something you have to worry about. So that is definitely something that I love about red-tail boas and boas in general. And in addition to that, you guys know that I love bigger snakes. Luther is my biggest snake at the moment. I got the Burmese python. The white-lipped python will actually get pretty decent size as well. And then here we have the red-tail boa, Nakia. So red-tail boas get up there. We're talking right around that 7 to 10 foot mark. And I've seen some bigger than that. So if you are looking into getting into red-tail boas, just please keep in mind that you make sure you have room for an adult size enclosure. These guys are going to require height and floor space because they utilize both. And again, these snakes do not stay small by any means. Nakia is a year old and she's got a lot of growing to do. So just keep that in mind before looking into these snakes. Alright, everybody, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That are a couple reasons why I think red-tail boas make great pets. Let me know what you guys think. What snakes do you guys feel make great pets? Let me know what you guys think about my opinions on red-tail boas. Do you agree or disagree? Drop a comment down below and let me know. Follow me on Instagram at DW Exotics. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit that subscribe button and let me know that you like the video so I can keep pushing out more content for you. And as always, stay exotic.